gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to the Just Mo show with your hostess with the mostest, Just Mo. How you all doing? Tonight, on tonight's show, I am joined with an amazing guest, a lovely guest, and this is one of the guests, just one of the guests that you can expect to see for none other than our rudest night yet coming to the Cloud9 and the lounge at Barrow in Furness. I am joined by one hell of a drag. It's none other than the lovely Easy Worth It. Thank you, Easy. I understand that you are very, very busy. We did try to do this roughly about a week ago. Unfortunately, you were very, very busy. So I said, I don't want you, stressing out too much. Reach back out when you are 100% free. And available to be able to sit down and have a proper chat. I have some questions for you in regard to the event. So, without any further ado, my first question for you would have to be: what was it that got you interested into becoming one? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to the Just Mo show with your hostess with the mostest, Just Mo. How you all doing? Tonight, on tonight's show, I am joined with an amazing guest, a lovely guest, and this is one of the guests, just one of the guests that you can expect to see for none other than our rudest night yet coming to the Cloud9 and the lounge at Barrow in Furness. I am joined by one hell of a drag. It's none other than the lovely Easy Worth It. Thank you, Easy. I understand that you are very, very busy. We did try to do this roughly about a week ago. Unfortunately, you were very, very busy. So I said, I don't want you, stressing out too much. Reach back out when you are 100% free. And available to be able to sit down and have a proper chat. I had some questions for you in regards to the event. So, without any further ado, my first question for you would have to be: what was it that got you interested into becoming a drag queen? What was it that really got you interested in becoming one?
That's a good question. And the honest answer is I don't really know, to be honest with you. When I was younger, as most little gay boys do, I like to, play around with my cousins' sort of Barbies and dresses and that kind of thing. And I love putting her little skirts on and sort of twirling around and seeing them twirl. And, I always wanted to grow my hair long, but I was never allowed to grow my hair long. And, as I got older, my parents were very much, going through school saying to me, like, you need to focus on computers because that's where this is back in the 90s, the early 2000s. Like, that's where everything's going. You'll do well if you focus on computers and get a job in computers. And all I wanted to do was sing. I love music. All I wanted to do was sing. But I listened to my parents, and when I left school, I started working in care. Actually, I didn't particularly listen to them that well, but I started working in care and worked myself up to become a care home manager. And on a weekend, I started about 7 or 8 years ago working on the circuit. So I started singing and performing, as well as in care homes, doing sort of pubs and clubs and them kind of venues. And then I started picking up some work with some agencies, and it was one of the agencies that focus more on the drag side that said to me, you'd make one hell of a drag queen. So why don't you start to try and learn that? And you can boost your income by doing some drag, because you earn more as a drag queen than you would do as going out with myself, But I was with quite an abusive partner then. who didn't want me to do drag and said if I started dressing as a woman, he would leave. We'd been married for about 9 years at that point. So I just kind of put it on the back burner and didn't. But then my marriage came to an end about 2 years ago. And then I met this fantastic guy who I'm still with now, who's been extremely supportive of me and said, you know, if this is what you want to do, you should do it. Why are you still working in care when you've got this amazing talent and, you know, you should be showing the world? So it was with the support of my new partner and one of the agencies that I work with that I got into drag. My first drag name was not Is He Worth It. That's kind of developed over the last couple of years, but I've landed now on Is He Worth It, and here I am. Hello.
I mean, I am so sorry that you had to go through something so awful. It's not right to see somebody or hear that somebody has gone through such a toxic and abusive, relationship. It's not nice to hear. But thankfully that you came out on the other end, and now you're glowing, you're shining, you're thriving, and that is truly, I mean, that's great for us because we've got you for our rudest night yet, and I'm very, very grateful that you were able to be able to set yourself free from the shackles that you were in from that abuse, from that toxicity, and to be able to now be shining here and join us next month. I mean, it's when it comes to the audience, because we get a lot of ladies, we get a rowdy bunch. And I do my lives every single Wednesday and Saturday, and lately I got they went feral last time. They were feral, like they get, let's just say, they get very, very into it, they get very passionate and very, very excited, because let's be honest, a lot of ladies, if they see a very handsome man, it's same thing with any regards to anybody that is very attractive. But in regards to ladies' night, if these ladies see a very attractive bloke who has a very good physique and he's quite easy on the eye, they kind of swoon. It happens. I mean, we all swoon. We've all looked at someone who we've just thought is just unbelievably attractive. We've all done it. So that's why I say, when it comes to yourself, because you sing, you do probably a little bit of everything when you perform. Are you? I mean, what can they expect from you, the audience? What can they expect from you from at the show live?
My guy's all about having fun. It's all about having fun and just enjoying yourself. Obviously there are boundaries. There are boundaries in any show you go and see. You wouldn't go and see Celine Dion live and try and grab the microphone after singing a bit of karaoke. But I say it's a show. Enjoy it. But as I say, there are boundaries, especially when it comes to the guys that are going to be doing their sort of strip show for them. They're used to people grabbing them. In fact, some of them encourage it. Some of them don't. Some of them do. But as long as you're having fun and you don't, I think every one of us knows what that line is that you don't have. Especially for ladies. You wouldn't want someone coming grabbing at your bits or your tits, without permission. So don't do it to other people. Sit back and enjoy the show. Wait for them to call you, because they will pull you up. They will go and they will grab you. They will bring you up on the dance floor. They will dance seductively with you. They will allow you to touch them to a point, but there is a boundary. But what you can expect from me is a lot of comedy, live vocals. First and foremost, I'm a professional singer. I'm a live singer. That's what most of my drag is based on. I do a lot of upbeat numbers, songs you can have a dance to, songs you can have fun to. I do some adult games. Can't really describe the games on here, otherwise you'd have to do a lot of your magical editing. But there's definitely some adult games. And the strip show, it's just a lot of fun. I can't emphasize that enough. If you're going to come and see a drag show, you've got to expect to have a sense of humor, because anything I say to you, I always say, I'm an equal opportunist. I hate everyone equally. I treat everyone the same. I hate everyone equally. I'm going to pick on you. And if you decide to give me some lip or some cheek, you're going to get it back tenfold.
When it comes to as kind of in the industry, kind of known as hecklers, give you a bit of a heckle, give you a little bit of a little bit of mouth. You get them everywhere. Doesn't matter what happens. But you just got to be able to just deal with them, unfortunately, because that's just the way the cookie crumbles when you're performing live. My third question for you is, are you excited to perform in Barrow for the first time?
I'm always excited wherever I go. I go up and down the UK. I've gone as far as Edinburgh and as far south, or should I say far north as Edinburgh and as far south as sort of South Devon. So not venturing any further south than that at the moment. But I get all across. I'm very excited wherever I go because I do this because I love it. I don't do it because it's a job. Like this, you see some queens or some performers or even people out there that aren't doing backup performing. They do it because it's a job and just a way to earn income. Whereas, I've got another business that I run from home quite successfully, and this is just fun for me. I really, really enjoy what I do. So yeah, and I have to say the Northern Light are usually very fun to be around. I was in Leeds a couple of months ago. It was one of the best gigs I've had. Always up for a laugh. I used to live up in Sheffield as well, so I know you're not quite near. But yeah, it's not quite as far as it is from Birmingham. You probably tell from the accent that I'm from Birmingham, so you know.
I thought I could hear a twang of Birmingham. I was like, there's a bit of a Brummy there.
Yeah,
There's a
I'm
little
from the rough
hint.
part of the country,
Yeah, you're not
unfortunately.
wrong. I could hear it because I could tell the Brummy accent from a mile away. Because I've heard many Brummies speak before, and I've heard extremely thick. I've heard some that aren't as thick, and the thick ones you're like, oof, that's a really strong one. Like, oof.
I'm from that country. I'm not quite from there. You know what I mean? But yeah, being from Birmingham on the right side, there's ups and downs. The downs are obviously the accent, but the ups are I can have the wheels off your car quick and you can say Jimmy Cricket. Right.
Oh goodness gracious! So you've probably performed in a whole bunch of venues, and I mean across probably the country. What is one of the biggest venues you've performed
And the biggest venue I performed in was probably a Haven site about a few months ago. It held in their concert room, held a couple of thousand. It wasn't full that night. I didn't perform for a couple of thousand, but there was probably about 800 people in there. It was an absolutely brilliant venue. It was in North Wales, and yeah, great crowd. It was a family night as well, so I had to kind of tailor my show to make sure it was a bit kid friendly. Um, but yeah, I had a really good time there.
there? Wow. I mean, Haven have got some incredible venues. They do. They've got some smaller ones. They've got some massive venues. They have. So I can only imagine how big how big a place like that could truly be for you to perform in, and with very big audiences as well. So wow, wow. So this is a question that I like to ask all my guests. I like to ask this question a lot because I always say the future is where it's at. The present is, focus on the present, yes, but don't be afraid to look toward the future. And so when I say that, I go, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Um, I don't really know, to be honest with you, because every time I've thought this is where I want to be in a couple of years, my life has taken a completely different direction. So I've learned now to just kind of go with it and enjoy it, because anything can happen tomorrow.
Yeah,
And I tend to live for today, not for tomorrow. I enjoy my life now because tomorrow's not promised. So I would still like to see myself doing this in 10 years. I get a lot of people, for 5 years even, and have to use a lot more makeup then to fill the cracks in the face. But no, I think People say to me when they hear me sing, you should go on X Factor, you should go on Britain's Got Talent. Why are you on RuPaul? Like, I've got no sort of ambition or, I don't want that. I don't want the sort of fame and fortune. As I say, I do this because I like it, because I enjoy it. And quite frankly, I get a lot more from the pubs and the clubs than I would do on, any kind of theatre stage, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I tend to live for today, not tomorrow. I don't plan ahead 5 years because anything can.
Wow. You know, and then I've got a follow up question to that, and that is, what is a goal that you hope to accomplish by the end of the year?
Wow. In all honesty, my partner and I, we're moving from the Midlands. We're moving to South Wales. My partner's just bought a house in Tonopandi, so we're going to be moving there. As long as we're in there and sort of happy and healthy by the end of the year, I'd be quite happy. But I think for me, when I started drag, one of the things that I always wanted to do was to be someone that anybody in the community, whichever part of the umbrella you fall under, whether you're gay, straight, bi, trans, non-binary, I would like to be someone that if you're struggling or if you're you're not maybe as accepted by your family as you wanted to. I wanted to be a queen that someone would feel comfortable coming to and talking to and being sort of that safe space for people to come to. So I think I'd like to do more. I'd like to start becoming more visible in the community. I've never really chased the whole I want thousands of friends on Facebook. I've never really chased that. That's not me. Just because you've got 5,000 people that like you on Facebook, it doesn't mean you've accomplished anything. So I don't live my life by social media. So you won't see me constantly posting videos or things like that up there because that's not who I am. But I think I would like to be more. I think I would like to try to become more visible in the community and let people know that, hey, if you're not quite accepted or if you've got worries or bothers or you just need someone to talk to, this is here, babe.
I mean, that's a great call.
Exactly, and that's what it's about because everybody is so focused now on being that one comment that gets that million likes compared to others. And I think because of that drive for the need to be that liked and that popular on social media, the world is just turned viral actually. As soon as anything happens, you always get that one smart aleck that decides to put a really negative, horrible comment just to try and make people laugh. And so it works. And I think at the moment, one of the biggest targets online at the moment is the trans community, and it is so sad to see. It's so sad to see, especially when they're targeted by people within our own community as well. Like, why can't people just love each other, accept each other? If someone doesn't want to identify as male or female, if someone wants to identify as non-binary, then what harm? It's not destroying the English language like people.
I do believe that we do need to be a bit more accepting. I think that there are times that people just now are just way too into their own agendas and they've got their own thoughts and feelings. And, I go, right, it's understandable. If you don't agree with something, you don't agree with something. You can voice your opinion because it's a free world. You can do that. You can voice your own opinion. But even if it's the wrong opinion, nobody really cares. So that's how I go. People do need to become more accepting.
Exactly. I was always brought up if you've got anything nice to say, then don't say it. And that's kind of how I live my life with Facebook. But sometimes my biggest issue is I read through the comment section and things, and then that really upsets me. And sometimes
I've learned not to do that.
Yeah, I need to do that as well. But I think because I'm neurodivergent as well, because I'm sort of undiagnosed autistic, and so when I see things that's kind of unjust, it's like, oh, I need to say something now because that's not right.
See, My goodness. So, you've already kind of mentioned this already for my next question. What gravitated you to performing on stage? Because, of course, you stated about singing. Was there anything else as well that really kind of gravitated you towards performing?
I think we, I don't really know, to be honest with you, because growing up, I was always quite musical. I loved to sing. I always loved to sing. And if you put an instrument in front of me when I was younger, I wouldn't play it to the standard where I was doing any professional, but I could pick it up and I'd learn how to play the basics within a matter of an hour. I was always very musically, sort of always gravitated towards music. I suppose with drag, one of the things that I love about that is if I was to stand up on stage and joke with my audience out of drag, the way I do in drag, I would get my head kicked in. You know, I really, really would. I would get my head kicked in. But for some reason, when you slap on a bit of makeup, put a wig and a dress on, you can say what you want to people, and people just laugh and accept it. And as I say, I hold a lot of anger inside with all this stuff I read online. So it's a way for me to get my anger out. I see somebody that
We've got my goodness. So you stated about music, and you've got so much passion for music. I mean, music can be the healer of souls. It can truly be the healer of souls. What artists spoke to you in your youth, or even today? Is there any artist at all throughout your life that has truly spoke to you?
absolutely. Celine Dion, straight away. I knew what you were after that. I've already interrupted you. Celine Dion, Celine Dion, Celine Dion. I love Celine Dion. I'm a huge Celine Dion fan. I always have been. I think she is incredible, and she's put up with so much hate from people over the years because she doesn't sort of look like a pop idol should do, whatever. But personally, I think she's beautiful, and she holds herself with such poise. And the fact that she's got this sick person syndrome now, and she's had to go away and deal with that, and still manage to sing how she did on the Eiffel Tower at the Paris Olympics. Wow. She is a phenomenal artist, and I used to just try and watch her and mirror her all the time. So although I kind of had to learn what to perform, because when I first started performing, it was very much I want to sing Celine Dion, I want to sing a good Kingston. That's the kind of things that I like. I had to kind of learn that I have to perform songs that people like, not So, but yeah, my main sort of idol has been Celine Dion. As I've got older, I have to say I've grown very fond of the likes of Adele and Taylor Swift, who I find are phenomenal lyricists. And what I love about singers is I love a singer that I can go and listen to live, and they sound exactly the same live as they do on a CD.
No.
To the point where you think,
Very rare that you can find someone. I think one that I've heard live that sounds very, very similar to how they do on their tracks is Bruno Mars. I think he's very, very close to, if not pretty much identical to what he sounds like from his studio versions to his actual raw vocals live. I think Ed Sheeran is also another one that's very, very close to it. I think that Adele is another one. I think there is a handful that are very, very, very close to, or pretty much identical to how they sound live compared to how they sound on their studio recorded versions, which has all been mass produced and edited and all sorts. So yeah, like I said, I can I've got a lot of love for Adele's music as well. She's got some incredible songs. Taylor Swift is a bit 50-50 for me. There are some songs I love from her. There are some songs that I'm not that keen on, but I do still think she is a very, very talented artist and does get a little bit of shtick from time to time. But I'm like, can't really say much else. That she's a talented young woman. She's very, very talented and a very good songwriter. There are some songs that I'm like, but at the same time, she's still a very, very good songwriter who is very, very massively successful because she is a very good songwriter. And
And
yes, Celine Dion as well. I mean, we all know Celine. We all know that she is just absolutely sensational.
there's no other way to describe her.
My goodness. So, as you said, Celine Dion is one of your favourite artists. So, what was one of your favourite songs from hers? You know, and also maybe Taylor Swift and Adele. What are your favourite songs from them?
I think for Celine Dion, my favourite song, oh, so many. I love All By Myself. And I love performing All By Myself as well because it's got that iconic high note in the song. People don't expect someone like me to be able to hit it. So usually around that sort of point in the song, people go really quiet because I like to see it. So All By Myself is a beautiful song. Um, I love I Drove All Night as well. That's a really good upbeat sort of song to dance to. I really like that one. Adele, I love I Drink Wine.
I've not heard that one.
And
Is that a new a song that's come out lately from one of her latest albums? Because there's one album that I think she's not long just brought out that I haven't heard just yet.
yeah, that's one of the I'm one of the
Yeah,
new fans.
I'll have to give her album a check because I haven't had a chance to. I haven't had a chance to listen to a lot of music lately.
It's about a 7 minute song. It's a
Oh
great
wow!
song. Really great song. I think she wrote it about James Corden actually, because her and James Corden are very close. So I think she wrote it, or at least it was inspired by him. Anyway, and I also like All I Ask as well. That's a beautiful,
Mm.
really beautiful. And Taylor Swift. Oh gosh,
She's got
there's so
many.
many.
She's got so many hits, so
Anything.
many.
I went to see her live in Liverpool about a month ago, I think it was. And she was phenomenal. She did a 3.5 hour concert, just non-stop. All the songs from all of her albums, well, not all the songs, but songs from all of her albums from when she started up to now. And it was just I mean, I've seen Celine Dion live, and I have to say that in terms of the concert, Taylor Swift, something of her own, she's fantastic. But if you still ask me, do I want to go and see Taylor Swift or Celine Dion, I couldn't see. But anything from the Folklore album, when it comes to Taylor Swift, I think that's a beautiful album. She wrote them during COVID.
Wow, because like I said, Taylor, massive list. I mean, to be fair, all three of them have probably got a big old catalogue of just hits. So this is now the final question. Like I said, this wasn't going to be too long. But the final question for you is John over then. Are you looking forward to the event? It's about roughly a month away, I believe, if I do my calculation. Yeah, it's just roughly about a month away now is the event. That's come quick. That's coming quick. Are you looking forward to it?
I'm very much looking forward to it. The ladies' nights are always great fun. They're always great fun, and I'm very much looking forward to it. I've never performed at there before. The guys that I've been speaking to organise it have been absolutely lovely to me. They know exactly what they want, and hopefully I'm going to give that to them. But if you haven't got tickets yet, I would say grab yourself a ticket, come along, and just have fun, enjoy yourself. It's going to be a really, really good night, and I'm very.
I mean, yes, absolutely, ladies. To all you single ladies out there, even if you're not single and you're looking to let yourself have some fun, let your hair down, and just sort of go blah, like just have an absolute whale of a time. Make sure that you join not just myself but Izzy herself at the Cloud9 and the Lounge on September 20th for the rudest night yet. Two amazing performers, including Izzy all in one night. These two lads as well, they are coming all the way from London, ladies and gents. They are absolutely amazing. And yeah, you're going to enjoy this one. We also, ladies and gents, we have not long just announced that we do have Roy Chubby Brown coming to the Cloud9. We have Roy Chubby Brown coming. It's been a long time. I think it's been about 4 or 5 years now that Chubby has performed in Barrow. But he's coming back December 5th. The tickets are still, have now gone on sale for that event as well. And we also have an amazing Christmas show just a few days later after the Chubby Brown show. We have incredible tribute acts of Katy Perry, Pink, and Dua Lipa all in one night, so you can get your tickets ready for that as well. All tickets for all these shows are available. Go get them before they're gone, because best believe they're going to be gone very, very quick. They're going to be gone very quick, especially the Chubby Show. We've had a lot of interest for the Chubby Show. But Izzy, again, thank you ever so much for your time. I understand that you're very, very busy. Thank you for taking the time out your very busy schedule to come and have a nice little chat with me. And yeah, I look forward to seeing you at the event.
Look forward to seeing you too. Thank you for having me. It's been a wonderful chatting to you. Hope to see you all there. Come on.
Thank you ever so much for watching tonight's episode of the Just Mo Show. This is my guest, Izzy Worthit. You'll be seeing her at the rudest night yet at the Cloud9 and the Lounge here in Barrow-in-Furness, September 20th. We'll see you all next time. God bless you all. And yeah, I think it's time to say it. Good night, everybody. Bye. Now we're back at it. How's it going, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? Welcome back to the Just Mo Show. How are y'all diddly doodling? It is your hostess with the mostest. It's your boy Just Small. Wow. Hello, Ed. Welcome, everybody. Make sure you get yourselves into the live chat. You have all just witnessed the exclusive interview that I had just the other night with our incredible drag queen, our absolute queen. She's here to slay September 20th. Izzy Worthit, ladies and gentlemen. She is coming for September 24th, our ladies at our rudest night yet. So get ready for that, because that's going to be an awful lot of fun. And you get to see Izzy. She's going to be performing there live for you all. And yes, we are back. We are back. We are back. You can tell by the title, ladies and gents. Chubby Brown was in the mail. Chubby Brown was in the mail. The Mail did a piece. They did an article on the event. And yeah, it happened, ladies and gents. It's coming. You know, Chubby Brown is coming to town. He's coming, ladies and gents, and the tickets are on sale. All I know is that the tickets, they're going. They're going at a rapid pace. So, make sure to get your tickets for the Chubby Brown Show. Don't be silly. Get your tickets before it's too late and they're all gone. Don't be one of those. Don't be one of those. But now we are going to invite none other than the absolute darling. That is Ed himself, Edward Wright, Edwina, Eduardo, the whole shebang. Fortunately, you can't see the password. Can't see the password. So yes, you can't see the password. And no one's ever going to get that password because it's a long password. But yes, we're now inviting Ed. We're inviting Ed. So yes, let's get him on, shall we? So Ed, join us whenever you can. But yes, now, ladies and gents, we don't have to worry anymore. We don't have to worry anymore when it comes in regards of Zoom meetings, me having to end the calls, etc. Because I finally got Pro. I finally got Zoom Pro. Yeah, I purchased it a couple of days ago. It was just before the interview, the exclusive interview with Izzy. I managed to get Pro, so we're good to go. Ed's audio is taking a hot second. Your audio.
Hello.
Hello.
It's working now.
It's working now. Yeah. It was just taking a hot minute for your audio to load up. You see.
Sounds about right, doesn't it? Yeah, sorry of my life. Right. Yeah. Basically, Brent Gate, the Chubby In The Mail.
Yeah.
I must admit, and a big thumbs up to the Mail. They actually done a decent write up. I was actually, they always do is okay, but to be fair, I think they smashed it out of the park on this one because they got every single point that we wanted to get over to everybody.
I did.
So,
I did see some of the comments, and there were some people in there saying that he's not been banned by the forum and whatnot. I'm like, well, what else do you call it?
Well, yeah, if you're not going to book somebody, then that's banning them in my book.
If you literally flat out just say we don't want you, we're never going to get you again, and the council are saying what they're saying, that's the literal definition of blacklist and banned.
Well, yeah, it is. At the end of the day,
there's no ifs or buts about it. That's the definition of it. When people are trying to say, "Oh, this, that," no, that's literally what it is. It's blacklisting. It's banning. Like that's what it is.
It's dictatorship, and this is the problem.
It is, yes. And let's be honest,
the forum is meant to be.
The council are in enough trouble and struggle sometimes, as they already are. So now this is put something on them again. But also this has put a bit of a bullseye, I think, on the forum as well.
Oh yes, they're not impressed.
And, I don't think that it's gonna end well for the forum. I don't think.
Well, the thing is, at the end of the day, it's not really the forum's fault. They can only do what they're told.
Yes.
But my point is, they said, "Oh no, they haven't banned him." No, they haven't banned him. They just refused to book him. And how can you get into a venue when won't let you in? It's quite simple.
And then that's when I go, but what's the definition of that? It's called banned.
Well, yeah, it is.
That's literally what it is. You can say what you're saying with the technicality, but the definition of that is you have blacklist and banned someone. Like
the thing is, as I said to the Mail when he spoke
in the industry, that's what it's known as being what banned, blacklisted.
Yes.
That venue is never going to get you again. Blacklist banned.
I think, to be fair, this will be the opening gates where the council's concerned, because at the end of the day, the forum is a public building.
It is.
Supported by public money.
It is.
And yet they dictate what the public can watch. And I think, to be fair, the minute you go down that route...
I saw a few people today, where I was.
Yeah.
And they were saying the same thing.
Oh, yeah.
They were saying the exact same thing that you're saying, the same thing that I'm saying. Like, they have, basically tried to mute or just kind of dictate of what people can listen to. People wouldn't have minded. So some people that don't like Chubby,
I'm not going to lie.
I don't like him, but what the council have done are wrong. They are wrong for this because they're trying to dictate what people can listen to and what they can't listen to. So if people want to go and watch Chubby, they should feel free to go ahead and do so and go and watch Chubby if they want to. But the council has basically made the forum, in a manner of sense, ban them from bringing Chubby to town.
See, what you
essentially.
got,
And
well, this is
so
what you
that's why
got.
I'm
This
like,
is the whole point. This is the whole point. And it's a point I'm going to make quickly because I do think it's a valid point you made. It's this at the end of the day, the forum, um, again, I'm trying to pick the words carefully here, are dictated to by the council at the end of the day. The
Yes,
council use public money to pay their wages and to also see who can and can't come into volume.
Mhm.
Now, from my point of view, the council, no council anyway, not just Barra, any council, any organisation, technically not even the government, can tell you what you can and can't like.
Nope.
Now, I'm going to touch quickly on a little bit that's going on as NBC and all the news. Places are getting smashed up all over the country. I want to make this clear. I don't agree with what's going on in the country. If people have got a valid point to make, there's better ways to do it than smashing up shops and businesses and people that actually live in the country.
Yeah.
It's like there was one on the news this evening, and I thought really sorry for the guy. He was actually out caring for a disabled member of the public, and a very old disabled member of the public, by the way, a pensioner. And he was in the building and he was doing a night shift. And he came out to his car the following morning and it had been trashed and smashed to pieces. Now, I don't care what anybody says. That's got nothing to do with immigrants. That's got nothing to do with the colour of your skin or your opinion. That's just blatantly, that's just blatant out and out destruction.
Yeah.
So, and it's the same with Barra Council. Barra Council have decided that they don't like Chubby. That's fine. That's their opinion. But if they're going to sell the building out, where do you draw the line? Do we think in 6 months' time that's 1 second? Hold on 1 second. Yeah, do we say in 6 months' time that we're not going to turn around and book somebody like Taylor Swift because she took a dislike to the council? No, you don't. You'd be silly. Do we turn around and say we're not going to, we're not going to roll a red carpet off if the king comes to Barrow? No, again, look at Dave Myers. A lot of people, didn't really know the guy that much, and while there's a good event, the Dave Myers Day, it didn't do a hell of a lot for some people. Because they had nothing to do with it and they weren't wanted to get involved in it.
Yeah.
But the point is, the council didn't step in and say, "Oh, we're not paying all this money to pay for all this," because that all got paid for by the council, by the way. The council spent substantial amounts of money to put that event together. So I just think it's the case of the council got it wrong. I think they need to admit they've got it wrong, put the hands up and stop dictating.
Yeah, and just sort of go, we fluffed up. Just go, pull hands and go.
Right. Carry on 1 second. I'm just going to pop back in 1 second.
Yeah, like we fluffed up.
Hello.
It's
right. What is that? Yeah, what is
it's
that?
on us. Ed, by the way, mute yourself. Mute yourself. There we go. It's there's no ifs or buts about it. The council have fluffed up, and this time quite badly, by trying to dictate to the Brovian public. And all of us locals that, hey, by the way, you can't listen to this person, so sod you. That's down to what it's not just one person or one set of people or group of people. It's everybody sees it, even the people that aren't fans of Chubby, they even see it as well. Yes, we don't like Chubby, but what are they doing? Trying to dictate what people can and can't listen to. That's wrong. It's and at the end of the day, what's happened here is just wrong. Okay, it's morally wrong. Should be doing it. If you don't want to bring somebody, just say. And they've had Chubby and his team, etc., on eggshells, trying to figure out what's going on for the past how many years? 4, maybe 5. And they've gone, well, why? Why don't you just say it? Grow a set of testicles and just say it with your chest and just go, we don't want you here. It's that simple. We just don't want to bring you back. There's nothing else to say then. Because you have control of it all. Just say, we don't want you back. It's that simple. You don't need to keep going around a merry-go-round and have them on a string for 4 or 5 years, wondering if they're ever going to come back and you're ever going to change your mind because you said, oh, we'll think about it and stuff like that. Like, no, what are you doing? Just be honest. Be honest. be honest and say the truth, which is none other than, hey, we don't want you back. Thank you ever so much for coming on and putting on great shows, but we don't want you back. It's that simple. You don't need to keep them on eggshells or keep them on a very thin piece of ice or on a string, throwing some, cheese at them or whatever, try to catch the bait. No, just be honest and just say, we don't want you back. Thank you very much, but no thank you. They wouldn't be in this mess then. They won't be getting the backlash that they're currently getting by the public. They won't be getting it if they had just been honest from the get-go.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm back. Yeah, carry on. I'm sorry. I've just had a call coming. Go on, carry on. I got most of it.
Like what I've been saying is, why couldn't they have just been honest from the get-go and just grow a set of balls and go, look, thank you very much for coming and putting on some great shows, but we don't want you to come back. It's that simple. Stop having them on a piece of fine, thin glass or ice, or having them on the end of a string, throwing cheese at them, going, or bite it or nibble on it. Just be honest and just go, thank you very much, but no thank you, we don't want you coming back. They won't be getting the backlash then.
Well, that's exactly it.
They won't be getting any of this if they were just honest and told Chubby and his team from the get-go, this is how it is. Thank you very much for great shows that you have put on, but we don't want you to come back.
Exactly,
Thank you, but no thank you. Take care. Farewell.
Well, yeah, exactly. The other point as well is what you also got to remember at all these decisions they're making is public money.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the big killer on this. It's all public money.
Yeah.
And you cannot turn around. Well, you can. But my point is, quite simply, is how the hell can you turn around and say to members of the public, general public, thank you very much, come and support Barrow on a Saturday there.
Mm-hmm.
But then turn around and say, but you'll see all these, artists we want you to see.
Yeah. That's basically what they've said here. We don't want you watching these artists or this talent. We just don't want you to see it. You watch what we want you to.
Oh yeah.
Basically, that's literally what they've done. If they were just honest with Chubby from the get-go and his team, and just gone, thank you for great shows, we're no longer interested in bringing you back. What's so difficult doing that, Ed? What is so difficult?
Again, I'm trying to pick my words carefully because I have a habit of putting my foot on it. I don't even think it's honesty, to be fair.
This is the truth. Thank you ever so much for putting on great shows, but we're no longer interested in bringing you back.
I don't even think it's that, to be fair. From my point of view, I say I've been going after Chubby for over 2 years, trying to get him to do on one of our events. And the guy's been
a tad bit longer. I think it might be just over 2 years, actually, that you've been speaking with him.
Yeah, and the big
it's a little bit longer
kicker.
than 2 years, but I think for you to get this short, it's been 2 years.
Well, yeah, I don't want
speaking with him for at least, I think, coming to 3 years. I think as a whole.
It could be, to be fair, because I've been running after quite a few artists.
Because I'm sure you brought up Chubby not long before I first started. I think that's when you were. I think it was about a couple of months in that you were in, friendly with his agent and Chubby himself. That you. You've had talks with him, etc. But then it was about a year, and that's when you started talking about possibly getting him in for a show.
Yeah. And
then that's when another year went by, and then finally we could announce it, and and he's coming to Barrow again. He's coming to the Cloud9.
Well, and this is the whole point that I'm going to stress to everybody here. At the end of the day, Chubby's agent and Chubby's team have been absolutely amazing. I'm not going to lie, they have.
They've been absolutely phenomenal.
But what you've got to remember is as well is it's his livelihood.
Yeah.
You know, and so you've got to play, you know, from my point of view, and again, I'm not taking anything away from the council. They've brought acts in that personally I wouldn't have brought in, but they've done it and, you know, it's worked for them. That's great, you know, each to their own.
Yeah.
But from my point of view, and again, I'm going to pick your words carefully here, is venues that are using public money to put events on
Yes.
have a duty to make sure that they're actually doing it for the public.
Yeah.
Which means you take your personal opinions out of it and you get on with it.
Your
And as
personal or political stances and whatnot.
Exactly, you know, and you get on with it.
We don't care about your political stances. We don't care about your personal opinion or you know, when it comes to, you know, your beliefs and all that hubbubaloo bullshit. We don't care. Like, at the end of the day, as you've said it is, you know, what they do there is to put shows on for the public, to bring good acts in for the public to enjoy. That's their main goal. And a lot of the Barrow locals and whatnot, they like Chubby.
Oh yeah, and this is the whole point.
A lot of our locals do, and we can attest to that because tickets are flying at the moment.
Oh yeah, I'll be honest with you. I will be surprised.
Days and tickets are going. Like, it's nobody's business.
It was in the mail today, and the ticket sales have gone through the roof. And I only expect it to keep doing that until we basically run out of tickets.
We had a decent chunk that were like pre-booked, and then it came to that they were released on Saturday. Then there was a bit of a surge, and then through the mail today there was an even bigger surge. And so that's what I'm like. So you're telling me that the Barrow public don't want to see Chubby? You're lying. Because
you're mistaken, yeah. It's that simple.
You know, you are either lying through your teeth or you're just completely out of the loop of what the Barrow public like.
Well, the thing is, how can you make a decision?
Which one? Or it could be all. I don't know. I don't know what's going through the minds of the council.
It's a simple answer. At the end of the day, how can you turn around and say the public don't like you when you don't ask the public?
Yeah.
You know, but anyway, that's it. They've had that little plug now, so that's it.
Yeah.
Moving forward. And again, I'm going to be, again, I'm trying to pick words carefully, but we have, as I said, Chubby's now booked, Chubby's now coming, tickets are now on sale, and they are flying out. So
it's all a go.
And Daniel, you get used to that. He says he's logging details more times than I've had up dinners. He's always doing it. I'm forever telling him to watch what he puts up, but he never listens. You know, you get used to that. But anyway.
I think they saw my username, but that was it. They saw my username. I was like, they're not going to get that password. So it's fine because it's blocked. You can't see a password.
But yeah, on the flip side of that, again, the second show we have the ladies that coming up with an amazing drag that you just watched a full interview.
I enjoyed that exclusive interview with the amazing drag queen Izzy Worthit, who is going to be performing on the night of the ladies' night for our rudest night yet. She will be there and she'll be performing. She'll be singing, dancing, doing some comedy, etc. She'll be there, and feel free to go on over to her and say hi, etc. Saw your interview with Your Small, etc. It was nice to get to know more about you. I had a great time getting to know Izzy, getting to know her in a matter of sense, her origins and her passions, her love, her love and adoration of Celine Dion. It was just a really, really great chat with her, and you could expect great things coming for September 20th when you get to see her live at the rudest night yet.
Oh yeah, well, as I said, the other thing as well is that for those that have never been to one of our shows, it's going to be a laugh. We always have a laugh.
Like I said, every single live when we talk about the ladies' night, the ladies get feral. They get feral. It's like they just see a hunk of meat on a stick.
Yeah, and then at the end of the day,
they're just desperate to take a bite.
Oh yeah, that's it.
Desperate to get a nibble, and I'm like, they're just desperate to get a nibble, and I'm like, oh Neil, because because last time was chaos. Last time was chaos. Like it was.
But it was planned chaos because I knew exactly what was going to happen.
It was good, fun, controlled, planned chaos. Like to a certain degree. There was a moment that it almost didn't.
No, it was all planned.
There was one moment,
but
it was nipped in the bud very quickly.
Apart from the young lady that turned up with no underwear on, that was about as far as it went.
It was. I think it was that, and then she tried to do something else. And that's when we're like, it was nipped in the bud very, very quickly. As you know, we do have a great team who is able to act very quickly, as they have literally incredible.
Seen it all.
They literally have amazing vision when they see something kind of happening.
We've seen it all. There's not much that surprises us.
Very, very quickly. And we have seen it all when it comes to the ladies' nights. They can get chaotic, but there's no fun when it's not a little bit chaotic. Huh?
Oh, it's the whole point of being chaotic is exactly that. It makes more fun of the night and the more people enjoy it.
Yeah,
absolutely. But yeah, so we've got that, and then we've got Chubby himself, as I said, them tickets are flying out. So I do suggest anybody who hasn't got a ticket gets them sorted out soon.
Yes, get your tickets off to Chubby immediately, because like we have been saying, the tickets have just been going and going and going, and the pace is only just going to get quicker.
Oh yeah,
for these ticket sales. Like I'm actually kind of expecting it to maybe be sold out within a week or so, because at the pace that they're currently going, they're going and going and going, and the pace is just getting faster. So if you want to see Chubby live, get your tickets now. Like, go ahead, do it. Get your tickets.
Oh yeah, because you don't want to miss this night, because it's going to be amazing. Then we've got the Christmas show. Now we've got a little announcement to make.
The girls, here come the girls, ladies and gents. We have got incredible talents. They are amazing tribute acts. We have got an amazing Pink tribute. Also, just an FYI, I'm going to double check, but I am pretty damn certain that I have an interview, an exclusive interview with our Pink tribute confirmed, ladies and gents. And that is on the 21st. So the 21st of this month, I will be having an exclusive interview with our amazing Pink tribute. So keep your eyes peeled for that. So the 21st is on the Wednesday. So I will be having it in the afternoon, I think. I will be having it in the afternoon. I think it's 1 or 2 o'clock. No, 12 o'clock. Sorry, my bad. It's 12 o'clock in the afternoon, and I will be having my interview with her. And then I will either have it ready and edited for that evening's live, or I'll probably save it for the 24th. I might actually, I won't be able to, because I've got a boxing event that I'm going to. So that one Saturday there will be no show, because I'm at a boxing event.
Skype it again.
So basically, my good friend Jordan Fisher, big shout out to Jordan. What he's doing is absolutely amazing. He's getting back in the ring. It's been a fair few years that he's not been in the ring due to a big injury. He is boxing his opponent. I can't remember his name. On the 24th, I believe it's at Hoops again. And he is going to be fighting. And he's also going to be fighting to raise money for a wheelchair, I believe, for somebody who attends Andy's Man's Club with him. So somebody that he knows that goes, somebody that goes to Andy's Man Club. Which is an amazing, an amazing thing to do, and I've got to salute Jordan for that. So, Jord, much love to you, brother. I've been seeing your work. You're training like a madman. I really can't wait to see him back in the ring, because I've always thought that he was a very, very good little boxer. So
this is it. That just reiterates what's going on good about the world, to be fair.
Mm-hmm.
He's doing an event and he's helping somebody out who needs help, which is fantastic.
You got to commend it, and he's the main card. He's the main card for it. That's you can't really say much else. You just sort of got a fair frigging play. Well done, doing something so selfless in a manner of sense. You know, is he doing it a little bit for himself in a manner of sense? Maybe just a time because he's like getting back in the ring.
Yeah, punched in the head. Of course, he's going to be somewhere.
In a long time. You know, and he's had his struggles with mental health and other stuff as well. So to see him now, in a manner of sense, he is now back into that light outside of that tunnel that he was in for quite some time. He's now coming on to the other end. I think him starting to go to Andy's Man's Club was the best thing for him. And I'm just really, really happy to see my old close friend back to his normal self in a manner of sense. And, you know, there's not something now that I feel like there's something off or something, my friend is back, because he's seeked the help that he was needed or that he was needing, and he is now thriving and he's shining. And I couldn't be happier for him. I really, really couldn't.
Well, yeah, no, it's just one of them things at the end of the day. But on the flip side of it, as I say, from my point of view, good luck to the guy and I hope he wins, because at the end of the day, that's what it's all about.
Absolutely.
But yeah, what else? Get me brain to game. My brain will kick in a minute. Yeah, that was it. Announcements for next year. We've got them all.
Oh, yes. So basically, Ed told me this about 30 minutes before we went live, okay?
Yeah.
Before you saw the interview, the exclusive interview with Izzy. And this one, ladies and gents, this one's a doozy.
Yeah, well, some of it we can't announce, but we can announce.
There's one thing we can't that's attached to it, but
yeah, but we can announce that come next year.
We might have to tell Dan, because Dan's like the kind of like
Dan's not even here, is he?
I don't think so, but if Dan,
it's no good. If Dan's not here, we can't tell him.
Inform Dan that, Dan,
if he doesn't come on,
guess who could be coming?
He doesn't come on the live. He doesn't find out. It's that simple.
Oh, Danny boy, Danny, where are you? I'll send him a message quickly.
I would point out to him that if he's not on the live, he's not going to find out what's going on.
I'm just going to put, hey mate, live now, massive news for next year.
That's it. You see, like I said, don't get here, don't find out.
Massive news for next year. Join us now.
But
because, ladies and gents, when I say that it's massive, I mean it's big.
It's bleeding expensive. That's what it is.
See, the thing is, I know what Ed's talking about when he says it's expensive, because it's not even the first part. That's the other part.
It's bleeding expensive. That's what it is.
But we're doing it because we want to great events. And trust me, I think a lot of people are going to be very, very happy with this.
I'm doing it because I want to.
He's like, I've been told. He's like, well, I want to, and I can't. See, that is literally Ed in a nutshell. He's like, why are you doing this? Because I want to, and I can.
That's it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That's Ed in a nutshell. If you want the definition of Ed, that's it. I want to do it, so I'm going to do it.
Exactly. It's that simple. Yep. So, but yeah, I said it's. I must admit, the same when the mail was concerned, they have done a cracking right up on that. I couldn't have done it better myself, to be fair.
Yes.
All I will say is we've got lots of other things coming, but we've got an announcement. I'm going to give you mates a couple of minutes to pull his finger out.
I don't know. He might be busy. He might be at work or something.
Oh, that's no excuse. Yeah, you got to boss it. Oi, I can't do this. I've got to go somewhere. I've got to listen to something. I want half an hour off.
Be sure about that's why I'm rummaging. Come on, Daniel Heslop. You pain in the ass. Where you at?
I don't. Is Danny still here? Danny James?
No, that's a different Dan.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Well, if he's
So
still... Who's here? I know we've got people watching, so who's watching? And I can announce it then. What we've got a big surprise.
I can say that one of them's me.
Oh yeah. Well, obviously I'm one because I'm here.
Yeah.
But...
So people, I think Dan James might be watching still. I think Mike might still be here.
Oh, it's all right. I'm just watching a video at the minute, and they're turning over a. I've just been sent a video. They're turning over what is that place? Let me find it. Hang on a minute. It looks like.
That, like,
But-
how, Ed, how good
Hello?
does it feel that we don't have to stop and start calls?
Oh yeah, I know, and I know
It
it's
feels-
ridiculous. Now me to stop at the
It
side.
feels so good. It
Right.
feels so good. I'm sat here going, because I'm like, it feels so nice to be able to, like, not have to worry. Yes, see, Mike says he's here. I'm just going to nip to the toilet. I'll be back in a second. All right. So chat away.
Yep, no
Ed.
worries.
You know, Eddie Wright, chatty man.
That's it. But yeah. But yeah, it's been absolutely balmy, to be fair. It's right, okay, I'm doing the show now, so that's fine. Right. A couple of little announcements. We have an amazing act coming for next year, which I'm going to announce. Literally, he's only found out about 30 seconds ago, just before he came on the show, because that's when the call came to me. So who else have we got? Mike, hello, Michael, you're here, I know that. We've got 8 people on now. Who's the 8 people watching? Come on, we need to find it. Just say a quick hello and the thing.
Yeah, let us know, everybody, who's in the chat.
You know, because jump in the chat, say hello.
Just say hello. You don't need to do much else. Just say hello.
Yeah, you don't have to hide. We don't bite. Not unless you pay us.
Not if
Yeah,
you
that's
pay us.
it.
Not if you pay us.
That's extra. But yeah. But no, it's a case of
If you throw in £10, sucky.
£1 fish. That's all I've got to say to you.
I remember that phrase back when I was a kid in school. I can't remember who came up with it.
The
I
£1
think
fish.
it was like a
It was
running joke or something.
No, it was a guy down, and I don't know where it is. I'll say Birmingham for the sake of the conversation. But they were doing an interview, and he obviously perfect
He's here!
entrepreneur.
Dan's here!
About flaming time. Where's your
Come
signal?
on! Time to call this!
But no, what do we call it? There was a guy in the background when they were doing this TV interview, and he thought, I'm going to turn this to my advantage. And obviously, he was selling fish. So he started yelling, £1 fish, £1 fish.
Oh, yes, that's the one!
And it went on the news.
Come on, ladies, come on,
that's the one.
ladies. One bad fish.
That's it, yeah. And as I say, what the news, it's stuck and he's always been there.
Yeah.
So,
I think they made a remix, didn't they, for that?
Yeah.
What was it? That physically feed.
That's it.
Physically. That's what they did, didn't they? They made a remix for it with him going, £1 fish. I remember that. That was absolute classic.
Oh, yeah.
That was a classic. What
But
have
yeah.
I just turned into? £1 fish, sucky,
That's
$5.
it,
I'll say, remember that back in the day? Hopefully what I was on about was like, it was that one back in the day. I remember that. Is that £1 fish or sucky $5? I remember that so vividly. I remember it so much. Because it used to make me giggle. Still does to this day, to be honest, because I've got an immature mentality and whatnot. It's immature sense of humour. But Ed.
Oh, yeah.
Let's talk about it. So, Dan, you're going to be very, very happy. We can't mention the second part of it, but if you would like me to, I will let you know what it is. So, Ed, have fun.
Yeah, basically, as people have probably worked out now, if I want something, I go get it.
Mm-hmm.
And because of that fact, I've decided that I want something, so I've got it. So I can announce this part of it. We've got Green Days. That's the tribute band coming back to Barrow next year. I've got something that I can't announce just yet. Connected with that event. All I will say is that will be an event that people literally do not want to miss.
And if you could announce it, it would literally, everyone would be literally Dan's last comment in the chat. Me love you long time.
Yeah, well, he can love me as long time as he wants. I'm still not getting a free ticket.
Oh, so yes, Dan, Green Days, they're coming back next year. But there's a second part of that. Would you like to know what it is, Daniel?
Well, you're going to have to message him directly and ask him, and he'll tell you off air.
Boom.
Because at the end,
message me directly, and I'll happily let you know.
Well, yeah, that's the whole point. But we've got I'm bringing them back next year because I can. So I am.
It's not 100% confirmed, but it's in the works.
It's as good as near on confirmed because it's there.
What we had discussed. No, it's something completely different.
Oh, yes.
Like I said, we've got Green Days coming. They're confirmed. Green Days who came last year.
Green Days are an amazing UK band that are doing
Amazing
tribute.
tribute act. Of Green Day.
They're well loved up and down the country.
And when they performed here last year, everybody loved them. And they have been asking us since to get them back.
Oh, yeah.
But for that...
Well, at the end of the day, let's be honest, I don't like doing things that I've done before.
You don't like doing things half-heartedly, that's the main thing.
Yeah, at the end of the day, it's one of them things.
There's that as well. You don't like doing things that you've done before, but if the people want it, you'll give what the people want. Oh, so Dan's asking who, Doctor Who. I'm just gonna put here. So, should I just say what it is?
No, you have to ask it off air because it gets out the way.
Oh yeah. I'm not saying, but I'm like, should I say it to Dan?
Oh, you can tell Dan on the quiet, yes. What
all I'm gonna say is this.
Check your email, but check your messages.
What me?
No, him.
Yeah, check your message, Dan. All right. So we are in.
That's it. Whilst you're typing it, tell everybody.
I started it off because I was like, right, figure out how you're gonna put this. More discussable. Hush, hush. I want to know what his reaction's gonna be. Because. What are we thinking, Dan? He hasn't even said anything yet. Holy shit, I think I just messed up my pants. Oh, Danny boy. When I told you that, what I told you last time, anyone, please, what I told you last time was just the tip of the iceberg. I wasn't lying. I wasn't telling fibs. Because, yeah. I'm just going to say this. You're just waiting on that one thing, aren't you? Ed?
Yeah, well, yeah, basically, there's a discussion going on at the moment behind the scenes. Once that's confirmed and the information is confirmed at the other end, then it's full steam ahead. Let's get on with it. But yeah, as far as I'm concerned, it's
do they know?
Does who know?
Who do you think I'm saying when I say do they know?
Who's the band?
Yes.
No, nobody knows.
Oh, they don't know.
Nobody knows.
I would have thought maybe the guys might know.
Oh yeah.
This is something in the works, something. I would have thought that you might have discussed something.
Well, no, I'm not going to discuss it with any. I'm not going to tell anybody until I, obviously decide to
until you get a confirmation. Fair enough.
But yeah, so on the flip side of that, however, and it's a case of, again, I'm trying to pick my words carefully here. We've heard.
Golfing. Oh, she wouldn't know that triple bogey.
Yeah, again, let me pick the words careful here. Get me word here. I think it's a case of once it's all signed, sealed, delivered, done and dusted,
Signed, sealed, delivered.
it'll be made public. But as I say, there is a little bit of a spin in the tail of what we're up to. Not many people know about it, but quite a few do.
Who else knows?
Well, look,
I'm
to be
guessing your
fair,
missus knows, clearly.
no.
Wait, she doesn't know.
Nope.
Who else knows then?
Me and the agent.
But, yeah, I was about to say you, agent, and now me.
Yeah, basically. And that's it.
Put me up. So Dad just sent me, fuck me, wake me up when September ends. This is unreal. I'm just gonna put, yep, this is just the beginning. Because it is, it literally is. In the beginning. In the beginning. I knows. Yes, now Dan knows as well. It's when we say that we're looking to bring big things to Barrow next year, we're not telling fibs. Like we're not just saying this, here live for shits and gigs. We're not doing that. We're being genuine, like genuine, like serious.
Oh yeah, at the end of the day,
like, this is we've got massive things in the works. It's like massive things.
Oh yeah, at the end of the day, what people need to realise.
Some of these names are ridiculous. That's the only way that I can explain it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like the names that have been mentioned are ridiculous. Like I said, Chubby was just the beginning. Because it's all like we could do this all night long. We could do this all year long. Oh God! So how many shows are we looking to do though for next year?
Well, it all depends. If I'm going to do big shows, I'm not going to do many of them, obviously. But I'm going to do little shows.
I think that we've mentioned maybe 3 at the moment.
Yeah, at the moment, I'm looking around about that, but I may just do 2 huge ones.
Yeah, I know what you mean. But what we've spoken about, I think that there's possibly I think there's 3 that we've kind of got close to sorting.
Well, yeah, basically three of us going to sort.
That's a maybe.
Oh, just so you know, and others. Let me just check. While we've been online tonight, let me go back. Another few tickets have been sold. Let me go on and double check that. Just while we're online tonight.
Can we confirm how many tickets have been sold, or do we just?
Quite a lot. I'm not going to give specific numbers because that'll jinx it, but I will say that quite a lot have been sold. Yes. And we've even got a couple of tickets gone for the ladies' night.
Oh, wow.
Which surprised me because we haven't really been pushing that too much, to be fair.
Maybe it might be the show, you never know.
Oh, yeah, it could be. Anything's possible.
Anything's possible. Anything you could do, I could do better.
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
See, I just made Ed giggle there. I've just made Ed giggle.
But yeah,
I can do better. No, you can't. Ed's giggling right now. He's chuckling to himself.
That's all right. I keep getting. I've got about 3 million emails, so I'm doing well. And I'm like, go away. What's going on here? Well, I'll read that later, so you can wait. But yeah, no. Going back to what I was saying. Right, okay, been down, right. Okay, right. Back to where I was. Yeah, basically, we've got. I've got Green Days. I'm booking Green Days for next year. If anybody's got any suggestions, shows I'd like to see. Again, I bear in mind I'll always be putting a spin on all our events, as I always do, because any idiot can book Green Days.
They are fantastic. They are.
Oh yeah, they're worth every penny
they are worth literally every single penny, because they are because when they were here last year, I was like,
Yeah.
oh my god, they are literally Green Day.
Oh yeah.
They are
And this is
so close to how the band actually sounds. And
Oh, yeah.
and their lead singer is phenomenal.
he's a clown, but he's a good clown.
Yes.
Because I find I have a good chat with him. I probably have a
I
laugh
was
and
on a
joke
night
with him
out with him
because-
at the end of the event.
Oh yeah,
He dragged
exactly.
me
Yeah,
out.
they're not a party them boys. I'll give them
He
that.
dragged me out.
Yeah, I bet that was a lot of dragging.
Yeah,
Yeah.
especially when they say da 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 da.
Yeah. I'm trying to come for a beer. You've twisted me out. Let's go.
No, you
You
twisted
know?
me out. Yeah, so basically they were like it wasn't just them; it was also the other band that performed with them on the night. They were hounding me all night to come out with drinks with them at the end of the night, weren't they?
Yeah.
They were
And
like,
it wasn't-
"You're coming out with us." I was like,
Air
"All
leg
right,
was
okay."
before they get off the stage, but then again, so was Green Day, so I can't really argue because Chris on the band there. But yeah, so let's say to clarify for everybody knows, we've got a ladies' night, just over a month. We've got Chubby Brown coming in December. We've also got the Christmas show coming in December. Now that one I need to big news to everybody because we've got a pie and peas supper on that one.
Oh yes, we do.
So you do need to get your tickets for that one, and obviously there's plenty of time
Yeah,
yet.
I
But
would say try and get them booked at least a week or two before the show.
oh, I'd be saying before that if you want pie and peas.
Or if you want pie and peas, so if you want pie and peas, I'd say maybe 3-4 weeks before.
Yeah, because we obviously have to put the order into the pie and peas. The last thing we want is to put an
How
order
did
in and you
how
not
did
get
they
your pie
let you
and
know
peas.
that they want pie and peas though?
When you book the tickets, we normally send them an email saying, "Hello,
Right,
we
okay.
want pie and peas. Would you like blah
So
blah
they've
blah?"
got to confirm it via the email that they get that they want pie and peas.
So, but yeah, basically. So, and then we get their order. We make sure that goes on our list. Everything's fine and good. I'm going to send you something. It'll make you chuckle because it should make me chuckle because I've just been sent it. So, bear with me a second. Let me find.
See, me and Ed would sometimes be on the phone for like 2 hours just giggling at shit.
So yeah, but have a read of that.
That's literally our phone calls.
But yeah, let me go. Notorious.
That's Dan.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm just catching up on the chats.
Yeah, that's
but
that's Dan Heslow.
Yeah, we're saying for next year. So I'm going to quickly run through all the events. Next year we've got Green Days coming. But this year we've got Chubby Brown coming, the amazing Chubby Brown. We've got our Christmas show, and then others we've also got the ladies' night coming up, and that was going to be last. I thought I'd make you giggle that.
That's a good one. I like that.
So
that was a good one. For those of you that don't know, it basically said, "Do you look at your wife's face during sex?" And the comment beneath it is, "I did once, but she looked very angry. She was looking from out the window." I'm like, that's a good one. I like that. Jesus Christ.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's the point. I need a couple of ideas for who people want to see next year. If anybody's got any, throw them over.
Oh,
Say,
yeah, before Dave gets to them. Knowing Dave, he'd probably take about 20 home if he had the opportunity.
I must admit, we always had extra, and everybody wants us. We did it the first year,
Like if
and
you wanted
somebody
to take
came
some
up.
home, we normally have loads extra at the end of the night.
Well, what we normally do,
we get them in bulk, you see, so we make sure that everybody can get one.
yeah, and it's quite funny
so
because
then
a couple of years ago,
so if you want to take some home, you can take some home.
That's it. But we asked you to check with us first because a couple of years ago we had
just go over and pinch them. Go, it's mine.
No, what happened was we had a couple of years ago we had somebody come and say, "Can I take a pie and peas home?" But we had like if we had like 60 left us because we ordered in bulk. Like yeah, help yourself, not a problem. And it went round the room in about 30 seconds, and by them 60 pie and peas we had left went in about 30 seconds. Because people were checking them for the mates at work and for everybody else, and one got one for the taxi driver who's going to take her home.
Friends at work. Went straight into their fridge, and then it went straight into their microwave.
Oh no, one of them took them and paid to get a taxi home with it, which I thought was quite good.
What?
Yeah, they took one, and then when they got the taxi home, they gave it to the driver, who then let them off for the fare. So I thought that was quite good.
Yo, driver, your boss.
The kicker was that. The kicker was that.
You're hungry. You need some scran.
No, the Yeah, the kicker
It's
was
still
that year
warm.
is me and Anne Marie actually didn't get anything. But yeah, the kicker that year, unfortunately, was me and Anne Marie actually didn't get anything. Because we were running around that much, we put ours to one side and somebody
Yeah.
picked it up and thought, oh,
To be
they must
fair,
be free
though,
as
like,
well and took it.
it's always busy when it comes to the Christmas dues, because last year was busy. Last year was quite busy.
Oh yeah, it
We
was.
did have like a handful of tables that no shot, but then we had people that actually just came in.
Oh yeah, no, it's Christmas, I'll be honest with you.
Because Christmas time they just come in, you see.
Yeah, no, Christmas, I'll be honest with you. If you don't book at Christmas, we don't let you win because we literally have so many people buy tickets. We don't have room to let anybody have walk-ins come in. They've got to let us know well in advance.
In December. Oh God, I get that. Fair play, Dan. Fair play.
What's that?
So he's just done a Green Days joke. When Christmas.
When December comes, yeah.
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 Cindy.
When December comes, mate, I'll have more white. Yeah, when December comes, I'll have more white hairs than I've got already, and I'll be running around like an idiot. But yeah, just to clarify a couple of points for the get me break again for the tickets. We've already got 290 in total.
Yes, but then how many? Like a lot of them have already been sold.
Oh yeah, so
there's no longer 290 left.
No. There's a lot less than that now. So
there's a lot less.
We're saying to people, look, grab your tickets.
And you all need to realise that it's like 5 months away, 5 months away.
Oh yeah.
So we're sat here going, I would say, is it close to being like half?
I wouldn't say it's that close, but it's a point where
it's not far off though, is it?
No.
It's not far off from being half. So
yeah.
I'm sat here going, it's not even 4 or 5 months away. And almost half of the tickets have gone.
Well, it's not even that. What you got to remember is we only announced this on Saturday.
Yeah, we announced it Saturday, and a big chunk of them have already gone.
Oh yeah, and this is the whole point. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, people are sitting there thinking, you know, how are things going, etc. But we're telling you.
Yeah.
And,
we don't shy away from it. We'll let you know, like, yo, if you want to come and see this show, etc., you've got to have to be quick and get your ticket.
Oh yeah, and if you don't, you know, if you're not quick enough to get your tickets, you will miss out.
Dan, if you're still watching, let me know. Have you and your mates got your tickets yet? Because the tickets went on sale Saturday. So
I know somebody bought 6.
And I think Dan said there was about 4 or 6 of them. So it was either which number. So let me know, Dan. Let us know in the chat now if you got your tickets. All night long. Goodness, because all I know is that the Chubby Show is just going to be.
All right, if this doesn't sell out, I'll be honest with you, I'll give up and knock it on the head. Because, you know, this should sell out. I need to tell it. You know, what I thought, well, the whole reason I did this is I joined, you know, I got Chubby in because I knew people liked him. And the way the tickets are selling, I just proving that.
So, everybody else going on about and talking a load of crud, just know that the tickets are flying day by day. They're getting more and more and more. And so apparently nobody wants what he Chubby to come to Barrow or whatever. I don't know who gave you that kind of misinformation, because clearly people do want to see him because tickets are flying, and the event or his show is still months away. Their money is trickling into me now. There's 4 of us so far.
Well, I would suggest if you've got the money to do it, you get your tickets bought, and then you get what you got to remember. Yeah, what you got to remember is this is not a case of I'm buying 4 tickets now and I want 2 tickets next week.
Yeah.
Can we not sit together? No, this is a case of all the seats are out. When it's first come, first served.
Did you say that upstairs was done as well, and that's the table?
There's upstairs tables available as well, and they are on the balcony for those that don't know the club. And then there's the main seating area right in the front of the stage on the dance floor area. That's all going to be chairs. So it's, as I say, it's a case of
It's going to
sit where you
basically look
like.
like a proper comedy night.
Yeah, and it's going to be a case of
So
sit
a
where
little
you
bit like a
like.
comedy night. It's just got nothing but rows of chairs.
Yep. And then the only
some places have a balcony, like Cloud9 does. That's where they'll have maybe some tables and whatnot.
Yeah.
And they'll have some seating areas for people of members of the audience if they want them. And they say they want to go with their mates and whatnot. So that's why it's there. Do the tables cost any extra, Ed?
No, literally no. It's a case of bearing in mind you can't have alcohol on the tables.
Yeah, you can't have
but
alcohol.
The tables are just classed as another seat. So if you all want to sit on the table together, you can sit on the table together. You've just got to get in there early enough to bag your seat.
Yeah.
It literally is a case of
won't we
first come, first served.
Won't be able to say oh, you've bought a bulk of tickets, are you with your mates?
No, it's a case of, as I said, best way to explain it is you buy 4 tickets, the next week you buy another 2. When you get there, you go in. If your mates are with you, you all sit at the same table or you all sit on the same row. It's not going to be a case of, well, you bought 4, so you can only have a table of 4 and your other 2 mates have got to sit somewhere else. Right. Literally, it's a case of you turn up, you pick where you want to sit. It's entirely up to you.
Right.
The only thing I won't be doing is I won't be allowing people to hold seats because we literally don't have the room to do that. So because of that fact, that's the way things are. But,
say if we do sell out, which I'm expecting us to do.
Oh, I'll be blunt. I'm 99% guaranteed you're going to sell this out.
Say if we sell out soon, which I'm expecting.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
Are you looking? Will you be able to maybe add, say, some extras just in case?
If I'm honest, I don't think so. Because at the end of the day, I knew this was going to be a sellout.
What would you go up to? Because it's 320, isn't it?
No, this is the thing. We've obviously got to leave seats for people that don't want to sit next to other people. So obviously you're going to have to leave the odd seat that never gets used. Right. But I'm not going to lie, the likelihood of we can add more seats to it is slim. And I do mean slim. What we may have to do...
If we could, how many would you say would be extra?
If I'm honest, I don't think we could. I'm being honest. We've sat down and we've worked the thing out. And we literally are at capacity. Now, the only other way we could do it is we could turn around and possibly add another night. But again, that's not this year.
Make it a bit bigger.
If I get the numbers through the door, then I'll go back and talk to Chubby. However, at the moment, I'm keeping it at 290 because that's a good, comfortable number to work with. It is his first event in the town. If it sells out and we're still getting advantage for tickets, then I will consider going back and saying to Chubby, look, can we add a few extra, or even better, can we do a second night?
Yeah.
But again, that likelihood of that happening this year is going to be slim because he's solidly booked at most places. And if I'm honest, so is the club. Yeah. And it's only been through the assistance of Sarah and Simon at Cloud9 that we've managed to get this date. Because basically, I whinged at them. And Sarah knows that I whinge at her quite a lot, to be fair. So she said, look, if I give you the room, I said, yeah, I'll leave you alone if I can have the room on that date. So she said, right, okay, I'm booking out to you. So because of that fact, that's where we're up to. So we've got him, as I said. So my argument is quite simple on this. If you want to see him this time around at a venue where he's going to be up close and personal, get your tickets because once they're gone, they're gone. It's unlikely I'll be able to get more seats, and it's even more unlikely that I'll be able to get him any time this year. Yeah. It's probably going to be
fair, it's in December, like literally at the beginning of December, so you won't be able to anyway.
Well, yeah, exactly. And this is what
probably might be able to maybe say February.
I'll be honest with you, I've looked at his diary, and once December's been round, we're probably not going to get a look in till July, August time again.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Because he's solidly that booked. He's wanted that, that all over the country.
And so that's when I go,
and this is why I say I want to make this one a good one, just so that we can turn around and say
yo, we had Chubby.
Well, not even that, to be fair. It's a case of I want to go back to Chubby and say, look, I told you people loved you in this area.
Yes.
You knew they loved you in this area. Well, let's put another event on. And you come back and see him again. Because Chubby at the moment is doing loads and loads of writing and new sketches and everything else, which is, to be fair, what most comedians do.
Yeah. I don't think there is a time until unless a comedian has retired, that's when they're not really making that much.
Well, yeah,
or writing
but
that much or writing new material. But
Yeah.
most of the time, comedians when they're in work and they are constantly touring, they are always coming up with new material. They're always writing, etc.
but it's like this
They
tour.
barely like take the time to like.
Well, this tour has never been seen in Barrett
catch
before.
a breath or whatever. They are always on the go. They're always working and always looking at new material and new stuff for them to use at their shows.
So this is what you've got to remember. This show has never ever been seen in Barrow. So it's brand new material. Yes, there'll be the odd old gag in there, which to be fair, most comedians keep in the shows. But there'll be loads of new material, loads of new things going on in the show. So it's one of them. At the end of the day,
I've seen his bookings on a vid today. He's filming the new Xmas DVD in Great Yarmouth and performing in Spain. People need to turn up to this. You don't know how lucky we are. We are very, very lucky.
What you also got to remember is the big thing is at some point he's going to retire.
Yeah.
He's
not getting any younger. He's what, towards his 80s
now? Well, yeah, he's over 80 actually.
He's over 80, so he could literally be maybe one more year. It could be possibly one more year that he's like, I've had enough.
Yeah, and that's the big kicker at the end of the day.
And that's why we're like, if you like Chubby and you are a fan of Chubby, this is a perfect.
How many comedians have we all said? I've said it myself, or actually we all said, "Oh, I'll go and see him next time they're in the area or whatever." Yeah. And then something's happened and they don't come back.
I did it with Lee Evans.
Yeah, and you think, "Oh, they'll be back, no problems." And then you do it, and then they don't come back.
He's 79.
Well, yeah, he is. He's knocking on. He's 80 this year. I know that.
So he could have maybe a couple of years left in him.
Yeah.
Or he could simply, whenever he wants to, he can just go, I've had enough.
Yeah, he was 80 this year. Last year, he's 80 in February next year. So again, you got to remember
it. Sold out to appeal to the masses. No, he's never done that. There are some comedians that have. But he never did that. He stayed true to pretty much himself, really, didn't he?
Well, yeah, he does it now. He does it now, and I've said this. Me and his agent I won't be his agent a bit. She loves me a bit, so I'm always doing her wedding. But she said herself, he doesn't do it now for the money. He's got the money he needs.
I was about to say, he's got how much money? He's absolutely loaded. Let's be honest. Because he's had, as 51 years in the business, so he's gonna have,
Oh yeah.
He's not gonna have, pittance and whatnot. He's gonna have an awful lot of money on him, at his earnings that he's earned over the 5 decades long of his life that he's had, and is 50 years of a career. That's 50 years of just earning God knows how much money, but yet he's still going, he's still performing, and he's not doing it for the money because he's already accomplished it. That he's already gained that over the years, like the 5 decades of his career. He's already gone and done it, so he clearly just wants to perform.
He does. He loves it. He
just loves to get on stage and put on a show for everybody. And guess what? We frigging got him. We got him coming this year. At the end of this year, you get an early Christmas present in having Roy Chubby Brown here at the Cloud9 in Barrow and Furness.
Yeah, and as I said,
nobody else, nowhere else here in this town is going to get Chubby.
But no, I'll be honest with you, that's one thing me and his agent sat down and we had a long conversation about everything. About the rescue, about us, about things that have happened in the past, things that are going on. Basically, we literally got to know each other properly. And we told them all our problems and they told us all their problems. And, we had a good conversation, a good chat and everything. And they told me what issues they were having with acts, cancelling up and down the country, venues. And I said, look at it. He said, so I'll give you my word if you decide if we can make this work. And bearing in mind, I'm relying on them as well, because without their support, I couldn't do this. Without Sarah's support, we couldn't do it. We wouldn't have the venue, etc. It's come down to the only venue he's ever going to play now is going to be Cloud9, because he's made it clear to both his agents he will never go back to the Forum after the way they've treated him.
Yeah.
And to be fair, I'm not going to knock the guy for doing that. Because
I even said that to you, so he'll never go back to the Forum after this. Even if they changed their tune and they went back and begged him, like,
I don't think he'd ever go back to it. They should be unfortunate.
No,
One thing I do like about.
Let's just say for some odd reason they do. He'd just tell them bugger off.
He would. He would. Just one thing I honestly say about his agent. And I've got a lot of respect for him. To be fair, they are very. What you see is what you get, and I've really got no issue with him turning round and saying to people that there's no way on the planet they should be turning around and saying to him, you can't treat people like crap and expect to get away with it.
Yeah.
So,
oh, darling, can't you see me?
But yeah, you can't treat people like crap and expect to thank you for it, because you won't.
No. Hell
And to be fair, nor would I.
No. I can completely understand why he'd be freaking livid. I'm surprised that he'd agreed to come to Barrow at all. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Like, it's even I'd be fuming. Like, they've had him on a string for how many years? 4?
Oh yeah, but what you'll also be
like,
after.
I'd be absolutely livid. I'd be like, F you. I'd go off. I probably would have blacklisted the town as a whole.
Oh yeah, but the thing is,
I'd be that angry.
Enough. I'll be honest with you. Initially, everybody was cheesed off, and it was. This is why, to be fair, it took a little bit of talking to him and everybody else.
Like we said,
don't tar everybody with the same brush
to get this event. And then after everything with the Forum came to conclude, a conclusion and came to an end, it was looking unlikely that we're going to be able to get him.
Yeah.
But we somehow continued our talks with him and our relationship.
I mean, but I think
his agent, and somehow,
if I'm honest, I think his agent got cheesed off with the
He came to the venue, saw the venue, etc., and they went, "Yeah, let's do it."
Yeah, and I think this is the problem. I think the agent got so cheesed off with it when there that she went and talked to him, and he said, "Right, okay, fair enough. Let's get on with it." And they say that's when it's like get on with it, basically.
Yeah.
And that's where we're up to. So, from our point of view, I can't say this enough. I strongly suggest people get their tickets for this event.
Yes, absolutely.
Because
get the tickets.
Once we hit the number, that's it. There's nothing more I can do.
There are tickets still being sold.
Oh yeah. We
are live literally right now with the Just More show, and tickets.
The last one was sold at 11:41, and we're on 11:47. No, 9:41. Sorry, and we're on 9:47.
We have literally just sold another ticket literally 5 minutes ago.
It was two tickets actually.
2 tickets. So the last 2 tickets that were just sold were sold about 5-6 minutes ago.
So as I say, people don't think it's going to
get your tickets, because once they're gone, and it's unlikely that we're going to be able to get more seats, and it's unlikely that we're going to be able to get him back at all for like the next 5 to 8 months after his event. It's going to be very difficult to get him back until probably same time again next year. If that was the case, it'd probably be something around that time.
But yeah, as I say, this is the whole point I'm saying to people. I know I keep repeating it, but don't miss your chance of seeing him, because you may not ever get to see him again. Because he may turn around. I know his agents are talking to him about it. He may turn around in 6 months, 12 months, whatever, and say, "I've had to think about it. I've decided I'm going to retire." Yeah. And once he says that, there's nothing on the planet that's going to make him change.
No. It's like the same thing with Lee Evans with me. I was like, oh, I've got more, because Lee Evans was quite young when he retired. He
Yeah.
was quite young. And I was like, oh, I've got more than enough time to go watch Lee Evans. And then he announced his retirement. I was like, no. I was like, I wanted to see him.
Yeah.
Like I said, Lee Evans is my all-time favourite British comedian. I don't think there's anybody that's been as good as him or as successful as his,
Yeah.
or as he was, because not only did he conquer the UK, he conquered America.
Oh yeah.
America loved Lee Evans. Hollywood adored him. Hollywood begged him to take roles in movies. They were wanting to give Lee Evans like big roles in Hollywood. They were trying to offer him all the time big movie roles, like for big comedy movies, and he turned them down.
Yeah, this is what people don't realise.
Yes, Lee Evans has done some acting like Doctor Who and done some shows on like West End and whatnot.
Yeah.
But he never ever looked to go to Hollywood. He never looked at it. He just went, no, I'm good, thanks. I'm happy where I am. I'm happy in my lane.
Yeah.
I'm happy, with what I'm doing. And so for me, that's why I always loved him, because he never, went off to Hollywood. He stuck here in the UK and said, this is where I belong. And he was one of the most successful British comedians I've seen, especially from my youth.
It was his thing at the end of the day.
He go and perform in like O2 and sell it out in minutes.
Oh yeah. And this is the difference is, look at the age of Lee Evans, look at the age of Chubby. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's he's knocking on. So I can't stress enough, get it, because he may not either decide to come back to Barrow, or he may turn around and say I'm retiring completely. Nobody knows. It's like everything in the world. You can't
never know
guarantee
what happens in 6 months.
You never know what happens tomorrow. Never mind in 6 months.
Like a lot can happen within 24 hours. People don't realise that.
No.
Time is a construct.
Yeah,
you never know what happens in time.
Exactly, but
time's always ticking.
So just to clarify, because I just realised what time it is, I'm going to run through these quickly. Just so people know, we've still got the ladies' night tickets on sale. Get yourself to Eventbrite and have a look see.
Get yourself to Eventbrite and get your tickets. Not only just for Chubby, but if you're interested, ladies.
Yeah, all the events.
Tickets for ladies' night as well. Also, the exclusive interview with Is He Worth It? I will look to upload for tomorrow here on the Just Mo Show channel. Yeah. Everybody, if you would like to, you can run this live back and go to the beginning and watch it, or you can wait till tomorrow morning and watch the actual. You don't have to go all the way back to the beginning of this live. You don't have to do playback. You can just go straight to the upload, which is going to be tomorrow morning.
Yeah, I know, and this is the thing, we've got, as I say, just climbed, I've got ladies' night. That's only a £10 a ticket at the minute, early bird prices, before they go up. After that, you've got...
Are they going to go up?
Oh, they're going to go up. Oh, yes, it's ladies' night.
I thought they were going to stay at £10, mate.
Oh, no, ladies' night is going up. Just because of the calibre of acts we've got. So it's an early bird at the minute.
They are coming all the way from London, aren't they?
Oh, yeah, the early bird.
They are freaking amazing.
What you've got to remember
also got Izzy as well, who is fantastic, very, very talented as well. The caliber of the acts that are there for ladies' night are ridiculous.
Yeah,
ridiculous. Because, like I said, Izzy is a performer. She's not just one thing. She doesn't just do one thing. She does everything.
Yeah,
she's a performer. She can do comedy. She can put on a performance. She can sing, dance, etc. She can interact with the crowd, and she's amazing at what she does. There's a reason to why she is, making a name for herself within the drag queen scene. She's amazing. So don't be silly. Not only are you going to have two great performers in these two lads that we got coming, you've also got Izzy as well.
Yeah, and
you get the best of both worlds. You get a hilarious queen who is absolutely gifted and talented, but you also, get two very handsome fellas that are there to entertain you ladies or fellas. If that does interest you. So don't be silly. Get your tickets before they are gone, because they're gonna go.
Oh yeah, that's starting to say that they sell now, which you do.
As we're live tonight, tickets have been sold.
Oh yeah. You know, same for the, as I
Tickets
say,
tonight, literally, whilst we were live, had been sold. I think there was about
Yeah.
5, wasn't there?
Yep. And then on the flip side of that, just so
whilst we've
you,
been live, about 5 tickets have gone.
yep, and you know, and then on top of that, as I say, you've got Chubby again, as I say.
Yeah.
Then we've got the Christmas show right after that. Then they're on sale
Right
now,
now,
but
we're not
don't
really
stress about
focused
that.
too much on that Christmas show because we've got 2 other shows beforehand.
Yeah, to be fair, I'm not
more of our focus at the moment. So, like I said, my exclusive interview with the amazing Pink Tribute, which is going to be this month on the 21st, that interview's not going to come out for a little while.
No.
I am going to try and get some like clips and whatnot, maybe about 10 clips, and share them out there and show everybody this is a sneak peek to the exclusive interview once it's done. But that's not going to be released until probably, I would say, probably towards maybe the beginning of November.
Yeah, and as I say,
I'm going to be having the interview with the amazing Pink Tribute that we got. I've also going to have, I think, the other 2 as well. You need to probably reach out to them and let me know their contact information, so I can say, like, you know, can we get the interviews done so we can have them ready, locked and loaded, you know, beforehand, so I can get stuff done and get content done, like clips, etc., and show everybody, yo, this is a sneak peek to these exclusive interviews for these lovely, amazing ladies that are coming for Christmas time. The exclusive interviews are going to be coming out towards maybe end of October, beginning of November. So you got to be quick.
oh yeah, pretty much it. And on that happy note, I'll say, strongly suggest anybody needs to contact me. I'm on Facebook. Just give me a shout or go on the rescue page. Cumbria Animal Head Rescue.
Help with anything like regards to tickets or anything, just reach out to Ed.
Yeah, you know, reach out to the
on
rescue.
Facebook, and he is more than happy to help you out.
Yeah, and just a quick one. As from early next week, there will be limited, and I do mean very limited numbers at Pete's Fruit and Veg on Dalton Road.
Yes.
Um,
Also, before we do forget, because thank you for reminding me, you can still get your tickets as well for these events, because I think that you do have some tickets, don't you?
Yep, I've got some physical.
All the tickets are available right now. All the tickets for all the events are available, and I think that they have still got them at Fat Bob's Music Store on Cavendish Street and Peter's Fruit and Veg on Dalton Road. They have a selective amount or a certain amount of tickets. In their establishments and in their stores. So you best be quick. Don't dilly dally. Don't dilly dally. You got to be quick. Don't be a basket case. Buy your tickets now. Absolutely. Don't be silly. Don't be a goof. Don't be.
And remember, we have some amazing acts coming next year as well, and you'll get to hear about them here first. So it's the only place you can get to see them.
So later on in this year, probably towards the winter period, probably some of these events that are going to be announced for next year are going to be announced here live on the Just Mo Show. You're not going to hear it anywhere else but the Just Mo Show.
Yeah.
So make sure you subscribe with that notification bell so you get notified every time I do go live or release any kind of exclusive interviews, promos, clips behind the scenes of events that we do, or behind the scenes of like exclusive interviews, and maybe like bloopers, etc. That sort of stuff. That's the kind of content that you can expect from this channel. And also on my socials. So on Facebook, it's the same name, The Just Mo Show. Make sure you follow that page as well, because a lot of stuff gets put up on there instead of YouTube. Some certain stuff that YouTube doesn't get goes on the Facebook page.
Yeah.
And some stuff that goes on the YouTube channel doesn't go up on Facebook. So the full interviews don't go up on Facebook. They stay on YouTube. Clips will be done and they will go on Facebook, but they'll also go on YouTube. But Facebook doesn't get the full exclusive interviews, because the reason to why that is because I specifically want one destination for the exclusive interviews, and that is this channel. That is this channel. This channel is for the exclusive interviews and all the other tidbits. And then behind the scenes, most of the behind the scenes is mostly on the Facebook page. That's basically kind of how it works. And that's just the way the cookie crumbles. That's how I've decided to do it. And guess what? It's kind of working because more people are tuning in to the Facebook page for the little tidbits. But if they want the full exclusive stuff, the juiciness and everything in its full grandness, they go to the YouTube channel and they watch the content that's on there, which is a whole smattering of incredible exclusive interviews that we've had with incredible acts throughout the last 2 years. So make sure that you check some of the other stuff that is on the channel as well. I've actually also got a couple of the early days exclusive interviews with.
I think you've actually interviewed Green Days as well.
Huh?
I think you actually interviewed Green Day as well at one point.
I have, but we might have to do a new one.
Well, as I said, not a problem. I was always up for that.
Yeah, I will happily sit down with them again and maybe look at maybe different questions, etc. And some questions that I maybe had but didn't ask for the last interview. I will also look to reach out to the guys. So once that event is 100% confirmed and everything's all good and rolling, I'll reach out to them and, try and figure out what questions are best, what are they comfortable with, because that's the whole point. I look to reach out to the acts. So when it comes to the acts, I am the second kind of person that they come in contact with when it comes to the events. So everything is done with Ed. I'm basically the one that, are these questions okay? What questions don't you want to be asked? What questions are safe? All that sort of stuff. Because I want the acts to feel comfortable, at ease. They could come and join me, have a nice chat, for you to be able to get to know a little bit more of their backgrounds, their origins, etc. But also just other bits and tad bits that you never expected to maybe hear, or of interesting things that they do maybe outside of their music, or what they do when they are performing together, maybe outside of where when they're rehearsing, what are some things that they do, that sort of stuff. That's what I look to do. I look to ask questions that haven't been asked, questions that they don't expect to be asked. That's what I love. I thrive for that. Because if I could catch them off guard, and trust me, several interviews that I have done, I would say the last 6 interviews that I've done, I have impressed with a couple of questions of some of my acts. I've surprised them with some questions here and there that they've never really been asked of before. So that's my main goal, is can I surprise them with a good question or two that they've never been asked before. That's my main goal, is to be able to accomplish that.
Yeah, and this is the whole point about it at the end of the day. It's a case of you've got to get there and do the legwork, which is what we're doing, basically.
Yeah, we're doing the legwork. So Ed does the majority of the heavy lifting by getting the acts in, and then I do that last final piece, those final pieces of getting them in for the interviews and having a chat with them. So then I can get them out there and show you all that these people are amazing. Look at how awesome they are. They're so talented. Look what's coming to town. Tickets on sale. Get them now before it's too late. And it's the same thing with Izzy, with her exclusive interview. You get to know her origins, her early days, her struggles, her moments of uncertainty, but then also the period that she is currently in right now, and that is she's thriving. She's thriving, and she is happy, and she is an incredible performer that's coming for you all to enjoy. There's my ticket bought for Chubbs. I waited for my mates to send cash. There's no way I'm missing him this time. Because Dan said last time Chubby came, he missed him.
Oh yeah, honestly, this is going to be one of them shows
Well
where,
done, Dan. Well done.
yes, you've used your head,
Everybody
you've got it,
follow
because
Dan's you know what he's done here. He said, I'm not messing about this time. I messed up and missed him last time. I messed up by not, you know, acting quick enough. I went and got a ticket because last time I took too long to get a ticket. So follow suit. Don't dilly dally. Don't dilly dally. Don't say, "Oh, I've got loads of time." You haven't. Not with a show like Chubby's. Not with these last 3 shows that we've got for the rest of this year, because the tickets are going to start just dropping.
as I say, this
Being
is what you've got
sold.
to, what you've got to remember is, this is a really, really, really big thing about this is we cannot add more seats. This is not like
Mhm.
the forum, it's doing 500 seats plus.
Yeah.
We have literally 290 seats. That's 290 seats. When they are gone, they are gone, and there's nothing more we can do about it. All we can do is offer possibly getting back in 2025. But to be fair,
He's very,
no
very well
guarantee of
booked,
it.
isn't he?
Oh,
He's
there.
quite heavily booked, isn't he, for next year? I think that we said that I think he was fully booked till July, and I think
Yeah.
that he's got like a couple of months in between there that he's not as booked or as fully booked, but he's still got dates that are
Yeah.
you know set in stone. But
It's not
there is some room that we could possibly fit him in if we wanted him to come back.
Yeah, but it's a case of, if
So
this one
there it
goes
is.
well, he
So
will be desperate
Dan,
to get.
am I allowed to show this? Because he's just sent me a message. So he's got me playing in the background here. So
Well,
he's got me
he said it in the
he's got
chat.
me playing in the background.
He said it in the chat. There's my ticket bought for tonight. There's no way I'm missing him again.
Yeah, so he's just sent me the message for it.
Yeah, well, it's in the chat now, so it's there in black and white for everybody to see. So on that happy note, I'm gonna love you and leave you, as the saying
So
goes.
this is what oh, hang on a second. So this is what he's just sent me. This is what he's just sent me right here. So this is what Dan has just sent me right here. So as you can see, you got one event that's above there. You got there it is. Rooster presents Roy Chubby Brown. Not meant to offend. Coming to Barrow, and he's got me playing there.
And everybody sees
Thank
your
you ever
login
so much,
details.
Dan. I always do appreciate when people, you know, come in and you know they show some love, etc. And I'm always grateful to people when they, you know, they reach out, you know, privately and they say that they like what I do and stuff like that. It's a very humbling experience. I think the first time that I had it like out in public is when I used to work at Asda. It was when I worked at Asda.
You heard that, folks.
I was on a checkout, and this bloke, he was you know, an adult, and his son must have been about maybe 11, 12. Basically, they were acting a little bit odd, you know, and I think it was because they just didn't know how to react or how to act around me, and then I served them. You know, I was like, "Oh, have a lovely day, take care now." So I got up to go towards the toilet, and as I got up, the dad came up and he said, "You know, me and my son were big fans of yours. We watch your content all the time. My son's a massive fan of you. Would it be okay if we got a photo?" And I said, "Yeah, of course, absolutely." But at the same time, I was like, "Huh? You see what?" Like, that was the first time that I'd ever experienced anything like that, and it was very humbling. And I had a lot of my colleagues at work at that time. They were like taking the piss, and you know, they were like, "Oh, oh," and I was just like, "Right, you just got to take it, yeah." But that was a very humbling experience. It truly, truly was. Yeah, and like I said, if you do see me out and about and you would like to, you know, have a nice little chat, just come over and say hi. You know, I don't bite. unless you ask, but you got to pay extra for that. But yeah, just come on over and just say hi. And if you want to ask any kind of questions when it comes to the events, just make sure to, you can ask me. But I would normally say best person to go to for that is probably asking Ed, because there's only a certain amount of stuff that I do know, and there's only a certain amount of stuff that I can say. Whilst Ed has all the every little last detail. I only know the only things that I know is what Ed wants me to know. Whilst Ed has all the other information, like everything.
Yeah, like how much it costs to be and how much sleep I'm going to lose before it gets paid.
The feral women do a ladies' night.
Yeah.
We're expected to see you there as well, Dan. You're gonna come and join us, aren't you?
But I tell you, that's going to be a nutty night. That going to be fair.
That's gonna be a night of ladies going feral and back crazy, trying to sink.
As I said, as long as you keep
into a hunk of meat.
As long as you keep the underwear on, that's all I'm bothered about.
But yeah, like I said, people that come up and you just come up to me if you see me in public and just talk to me like a normal person. That's all I am. I'm just a normal Donny who likes to make content and make people smile. That's it. There's nothing special about me. I'm just an idiot that likes to make content and make people laugh. That's it. That's all I do. And if you like my interviews, that's awesome. I'm very, very grateful that you like the interviews. I thoroughly love to do interviews. I do. I love to just talk to people and get to know them, pick their brains, especially those that are just ridiculously gifted and talented. I love to. Might stand at the bar. I can't help it if the breasticles stare at my eyes. Why are you looking so far? Oh, so below, like. Your chin should always be up. Your chin should always be up instead of down. Like they need to be firmly up. But yeah, Ed. Like when it comes to the shows, there's so much coming. There is. The rest of this year is just amazing. You got banger after banger after banger, back to back great shows. And then next year, if we see that
next
support,
year's gonna be off.
If we see that support, that from where we are standing right here, right now, it's looking promising. It's looking promising because, like I said, we are currently live right now, and we've had people buying tickets to these two shows that we have been constantly talking about, which is the ladies' night and of course Chubby's show. And tickets are being sold for these shows whilst we are live.
But yeah, as I say,
once people start supporting these other shows and all the shows just as a whole, and you are showing us that there is genuine interest in the shows that we do and the events that we do, trust me when I say, when it comes to next year, you will not regret it. Because
you'll lose your mind.
That are mentioned are far too big for Barrow, they're far too big for Cumbria. They belong in arenas. They belong in the arenas of tens of thousands of people worldwide, not just in the UK, but worldwide. They tour the globe and they perform in front of tens, if not hundreds of thousands of people every single year. So don't be daft, don't be silly, don't be a goof, don't be aloof. Buy your tickets for these shows, show your support. Then when it comes to next year, oh my God, have we got some tasty, tasty treats for you. Some treats that you would not ever believe would, for you to be able to be like, yo, this is coming to my hometown. I don't have to travel to a city and, book for hotels or anything else like that. I don't need to do with travel and gas and all that. It's right here in my hometown. I can go to a venue in my hometown to watch these incredible names. Don't make me mess my undies again. The excitement is too much. Because the thing is, Dan's not messing around, because Dan messages me just privately anyway, because me and Dan actually know each other, because like I said, I used to have a podcast called the JBK, which I kind of founded and sort of started when it was originally known as the Mall Bros podcast. Then it became the J&B, then it became the JBK, as I then invited my good friend Ben, then Kia, who was a regular guest. He wanted to be more involved, become a host, and so he asked Ben. Ben brought it to my attention, and I said, yeah, the more the merrier. And then Josh did the same, and then we became the JBK. Unfortunately, I had a lot of stuff going on, mental stuff going on. My YouTube channel was being more successful. I had a brand new job, and I need to go and sort my head out and focus on the things that I wanted to focus more on. My passion for that podcast had vanished. I wanted to return in the summer after being away for about 7-8 months, but then they stopped the podcast, and then that's when I said, I'm going to do it on my own. I'm going to see how far I could take it on my own. And all I can say is things are looking good.
It's going to be balmy, let's be honest with you. But anyway, on that happy note, I'm going to love you and leave you, folks. I'll see you on.
Honestly, how good does it feel that we've not had to stop and start this?
Oh, but that's that lifesaver. I'm about to put my brain at the gear where normally I get a little break.
Yeah, so he's sat there right now going, oh my God, like normally I get the chance to get my brain into gear and and let it
tonight I have to go right
let
through.
the cogs turn a little bit. Like this is just all in one.
Yep.
This, like I said, this is going on for hours. But yeah, I will speak to you. I'll
probably shout you tomorrow.
Yeah, shout you tomorrow.
Unless you're at your usual place, I might pop in and see you.
I'm busy till 2:00.
That's all right. Well, it'll be after that anyway, because I've got shed loads to do tomorrow.
Because I'm busy till 2, but then I will be free and available for whatever. If you need to chat with me, we'll chat.
Yeah, we'll catch up tomorrow and go from there. But right, on that happy note, folks, enjoy the rest of your evening. Don't do anything I wouldn't. And remember, if you can get away with it, do it, because that's what life's about. Because if you can't get away with it, or if you're going to get caught, well, that's a downside.
Look at that last comment from Dan. See you on Saturday's show, lads. I'm off to go on full promotion mode now.
Well, if you can, as I said, at the end of the day.
By the way, Dan, Ed sent me your message. He was like praising your thing.
Yep, absolutely. Well, on him, get on with it, and I say,
like your chubby posts and whatnot. Ed was sending me. He was like, "Is this your mate Dan?" I was like,
"I'll be nice. I'll be nice. All right. If he can sell some tickets to the ladies' night, I'll look the other way and let him in on the house. There, and I'll even buy him a pint. Put it that way.
Yeah, maybe a couple.
Yeah. Well, what I'll do is, what I will do is, I will send you a photo now while I've got you. You send it on to Dan.
Yeah.
And then he can.
But also, what you can do is you can use a little snippet, if you want, whatever part of my exclusive interview. You've got the beginning. You can screen record it.
Just show that to all your female friends, and then just step back and point to where they get the tickets from.
So I will send these to you in a moment, Dan. So basically, what you can do, you can go to the beginning of today's live, and you can take a snippet of the interview, and like say a 30-second snippet, and you can use that for some advertisement if you'd like as well, for the ladies' night. That's what you can do.
Oh yeah.
Because it's my exclusive interview. Nobody else has this exclusive interview.
No.
Me. I'm the only one. So everyone's just seeing it live, or if you haven't, sorry, you're gonna have to wait till tomorrow, because I doubt it that you're gonna watch this on playback. Unless there are ones that have literally just joined us, or haven't been able to join us tonight, so they're gonna join us tomorrow, and they have catch up. But I could literally at the end of this live cut it out. I can edit it out if I wanted to, and be like, hey, sorry. But Dan, if you want to, right now, go ahead and do some do your magic and show that works. Screen recording if you'd like, or whatever, and get like 30 seconds of that interview, and or a couple of clips, say a few 10-second clips, put them together, and I'll also send you the photos as well. and just send a few to maybe your lady friends. Put it up on your socials or whatever, and just go, "This is all coming for later on."
Yep, and then at that point I said, I'm
And
gonna
that
love
is my
you.
live show. That is the QR code for my live show.
So no, that's a QR code to the ladies' night. So if people
that's
think
the
they're gonna,
QR code to
if
ladies'
people
night.
say, if people think they're gonna click on that and see you on the end, and then the strippers turn up, your
So what I'm
viewings
gonna
will
do,
go
what I'm
through
gonna
the
do, what
roof.
I'm gonna do very, very, very quickly is I am going to show this on the show right now and go, Dan, if you're still watching, use this as well, this QR code.
Yeah, that would be funny if they think they go to see the QR code and they click on it and then you appear.
So, Dan, if you're seeing this right now, right here, right now, so right here, right now, boom, you can use that QR code for the ladies' night as well. Use that. There we go. Boom. Use that as well if you'd like to for promotional stuff.
I will send you your code now because I've literally done it again. And then you can put it to one side and then you can use it. 1 second. Where's it at?
This is for anybody with mobile phones.
Yeah, you can click on this and it takes you straight to your show.
You just scan this and boom, it will come up on your phone.
Yeah, basically.
So you don't have to do the whole hullabaloo of like going onto YouTube and searching it up and whatnot. You just get, boom, you scan this QR code, it will send you straight to the live show.
Right, this one should be to your show. So I'll give you 1 minute and I will send it over to you as we speak. There you are.
I try very hard to
Now don't get them mixed up. Yours is the second one.
So mine's the second one, right?
Otherwise, you'll be sending the first one out to your show and people will think you'll be having half-naked men on your show. Which might float your boat, but I think it'll disappoint a few people as well when you turn up.
Don't worry, I'm naming it now. Just Small Show QR. Just Small Show QR code.
Yep.
And that one is the ladies' night.
Because as I say, without being horrible to anybody, if I clicked on that thing and I was going to watch a ladies' night and we appeared at the other end, I'd be very disappointed.
Yeah, a little bit. just a tad. So this is. So get rid of that one just to be on the safe side. And then you've got the Just Small Show QR code. So. And so there it is. That's the Just Small Show QR code. I will show you it now, ladies and gentlemen.
You can save it in your phone.
Yeah, you can save it. Save it on your phone. So whenever you're ready to watch the show, etc. Or say if you've missed the show and you can't be bothered searching it up on YouTube or whatever, you can just scan this QR code and Bob's your uncle, you're good to go. So yeah, enjoy. That is the Just Small Show QR code. Thank you all ever so much. Ed, I think that is where we're going to have to leave tonight, huh?
Yep, we are.
I look forward to seeing you all on Saturday night. Make sure if you haven't already, subscribe with the bell to get a notification every time I do upload, whether it's a live stream, exclusive interview, or any other kind of content with like a promo or behind the scenes, whatever it may be. Also, make sure to crush that like button. Crush the like button. It helps the channel's algorithm massively and pushes the channel's content out there just a little bit more for people to come and watch. And Ed's just proved that the QR code works.
It does because it is in the background. I just checked it to double check it and it's working. So
Ed's just scanned it so it works. So make sure to subscribe. Make sure to crush that like button. That's right, crush that like button. Hit it, crush it, elbow it, I don't know, tongue it, nose it, whatever. Just click
whatever floats your boat, really.
Whatever floats your boat, just make sure you click it. helps the channel algorithm massively, gets it out there for more people to view. So guess what? We want more people to know. We've got Chubby Brown coming at the end of this year. We've also got an incredible ladies' night, the rudest night yet, September 20th, with the incredible queen, who it really is no drag whatsoever, the amazing Izzy Worth It, and the exclusive interview of Izzy Worth It is coming tomorrow morning. Thank you all so much for watching. Ed, I'll see you, I'll speak to you tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll be around. I'll catch you tomorrow. Have fun, folks. See you soon. Bye.
Bye. Have a great time.
Bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you all ever so much for watching. It's been an absolute pleasure having you all join us tonight. Yeah. Chubby Brown is gonna be in the town. And also get ready for our rudest night in September. Next month, September 20th. 2 amazing performers from London for you lovely ladies, or even for you, fair gentlemen. But also, for even more entertainment, we've got the incredible queen herself, Izzy Worth It. Ladies and gents, for you all to enjoy. I'll see you all on Saturday night, 8:30 yet again, with hopefully some more little tidbits and whatnot, and maybe an update on some of the tickets being sold. But that is going to be everything for tonight. I love you all, my darlings. I love you all ever so much. I'm your hostess with the mostest, Just Mo. This has been the Just Mo Show. I'll see you Saturday night. Good night. God bless. And yeah. Good night.
Tell them. Let's get bougie, a little bit boozy. Hands on your hips, we're gonna get moving. DJ choose it, pull it up, lose it. Forget about life, get down to the music. Get down to the music. DJ choose it. Yo. Might have one too many. Bringing the vibes and drinks in plenty. 2 JDs and about 20. Won't see me leave till the bar hits empty. Couple of laughs and a few more bevies. I would stand up but my legs got heavy. Speakers blowing like bouncing Bettys. Looks like rain but it's money confetti. Table of wickedest winners. We're bringing the dinners, they playing around. We're building the business and making a difference, they bringing us down. Raising the limits of strength I inhibit. The sky is my ground. And when I exhibit, I'm laying my lyrics, not playing no gimmicks of bow. Travel the country and spreading the sound. Me and the dogs are becoming the house. Pull from the pound, money's no struggle, it's raining it down. Calling me Nikes, I'm doing it now. Spreading the love is what I am about. Telling the peace when I step on the beaks. I'm bringing the heat and I left them confound. Let's get bougie, a little bit boozy. Hands on your hips, we're gonna get moving. DJ choose it, pull it up, lose it. Forget about life, get down to the music. Get down to the music. Yo. Fee-fi, fum. How many shots been done? Don't stop graft is where I'm from. Still the same page, we'll never be on. Made mistakes but never gone wrong. Let's me learn, that's what I'm on. I'll be my best, that's a real true don. Life's a test of what you take on. Listen, real tough guy. You're doing up streets, we're flying down roads in a black Audi. Carrying kit on the back left seat. I just got back with a bank of bees. Been 2 days and spent 2 G's. You gotta invest if you wanna build dreams. 7-day weeks, only hours of sleep. Work's non-stop but most unseen. Let's get bougie, a little bit boozy. Hands on your hips, we're gonna get moving. DJ choose it, pull it up, lose it. Forget about life, get down to the music. Get down to the music.